Hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight? We are live. And that Final Fantasy victory theme is my phone going off, which I am now going to mute. Oy vey. Sorry about that, guys. I am Deamon Bane. Welcome to the game. Welcome to my channel. We go live at least once a week, sometimes more. I'd like to try to get as many streams in as I possibly can. I play Fortnite right now. There is always more games to play. And if you guys have any suggestions of any games I should try out, or what you guys think I should play, I'm always open to suggestions. We got a good night tonight. I got some Mountain Dew ready to go. I'm ready to stay awake and see what we can get done. So, why isn't this? There we go. Now we're up. Alright, cool. So, let's take a look at the challenges that we got. 2 trap slot items, deal pickaxe damage. And then we have the new challenge, new mission, Chaos Rising. Ammo boxes and steamy stacks or holly hedges. Skydive through rings and steamy stacks. And a motorboat time trial. Alrighty. I don't know where either of those are. And so I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, excuse me. I am going to start with playing solo. If anybody in the chat plays Fortnite and wants to hang out with me, my name is Deamon Bane. That's DeamonBane. You just add me as an epic friend, and I'd be more than willing to play with anybody who wants to play. So how are y'all doing tonight in the internet world? I had a decent day at work. Came home, ordered some pizza, which you can see in the background back there. And I got some mini cinnamon rolls from Pizza Hut. Not sponsored. Oh boy, what's going on? Let's see, we want to go to Holly Hedges. Let's go to Steamy Stacks. Because they got the things I gotta fly through. Why is this still making noise? Thought I muted you. There we go. Where are these rings? Here? Yep. There we go. Nice. That worked. But I did notice that a person was over there that stopped in. So let's see what we can get done. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm still a little bit congested. So I probably am going to sound a little bit funky. Ooh, hello. Sheesh. Oy vey. So let's go ahead and that. Screen burst. Okay. Hello, Tack. Alright, so I need more ammo boxes. Alright. Where is the circle? Wait, it's way in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and start heading toward the circle before we get caught out in the middle of nowhere. Because we do not want to get stuck in no man's land. So I had an interesting day today. Pretty crazy. I mean, it wasn't super crazy. I mean, there was no, like, serious woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Like, there was no drama, per se. Just, you know, usual insanity. We had a person come in today who's, represents some of the, let's just say, higher echelons of the company. He's a good guy. And I think he's pretty nice. He just, he's very particular, I think is probably the best way to phrase it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Is this There's obviously a battle there. Looks like I just got some of the treasure from it. And that's fine with me. It gave me a sniper rifle, but it has no ammo. Great. Let's see if I can find some ammo. No, it doesn't look like I'm gonna find any here. Wait. I'm gonna need to go hunting. It's fine. But anyway, like I said, he's a decent guy. And I'm happy to work for the man. Just I have issues with authority. So for me, sometimes when authority figures show up, I kind of get uh, nervous. So I'm getting better at it, and I'm trying, but it's not something I'm very good at. I want to get better at it. It's just, it's difficult for me. Yeah. Come on. Great. Just wunderbar. So for me, with my authority issues and things like that, whenever he comes out and he talks to me directly, it has a tendency to make my heart beat a little faster. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong, and it's not like it's... it's complicated. I'm a weird person. And I don't do well with authority, but I'm trying. I am trying. And I've gotten better. It used to be that if somebody was an authority, I would literally do... in some position of authority, I would literally do exact opposite of whatever it was that they asked me to do. Just because it was my nature. But like I said, I've gotten better, and I'm continuing to learn and get better at it. But yeah, he was here, and he was, well, not here, but he was at my job today, so it was just a little bit more stress than I was expecting. Hello. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. I don't like running across a bridge. Because there could be somebody waiting to snipe me. And I don't want to get sniped. What do we got? Ooh, more ammo. Yay. See anybody, but the circle is closing, so I need to move. Like getting high up. So does anybody else here have issues with authority? Anybody who's watching this video? Do y'all have issues with authority? Ooh, hello. Hello. Come. Dang it. That's okay. I did get an ammo box, so I just need holly hedges and steamy stacks to keep getting those. And I also need a motorboat time trial, right? Right. We'll see if I can get all these done tonight. That'd be pretty cool if I got them all done in one night. we got? Steamy Stacks. Steamy Stacks is far enough away. But yeah, write in the comments below if you have issues with authority and how you've gotten over it, or how it's how you've learned how to deal with it or cope. I've always had issues with authority. Ask my mom. I was a rebellious little shit. Hey. I purposely made my mom's life a living hell when I was a kid. I was a brat. I think part of my problem is that I was too sensitive, and back in the 80s, when I was growing up, 80s and 90s, you know, sensitivity wasn't what it is now. Okay, it's really not. When you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know, if you know, you were an emotional type person, they'd literally tell you to suck it up. So it's things have changed in the world nowadays. So it's not like it used to be. Which I think, again, like I've said before, I have mixed feelings about a lot of the way that the world is. There is, I believe, a benefit to being tougher, to having a thick skin, because, I mean, let's face it. I mean, even in just the realm of YouTube, you know, people can be total jerks, you know, and I get that. That is small shield. I want that. So, but yeah, in the world of YouTube, even people, you know, comments are horrible. I don't have a whole lot of experience with comments. I don't really have a huge channel yet. I do hope that my channel gets bigger as time goes on, and then maybe I will have that problem. But I do have some experience. One of my early videos was a video where I was making scrambled eggs in a toaster oven, which is it's an informative video. But I was kind of just bored that day and figured, you know, this was something that at that time, this is before I had this current apartment. So the apartment was much, much smaller, and I didn't have a whole lot of room. So I made do with what I had. And I had no kitchen. I had a microwave. Hello. Yes. Come to Papa. So all I had was a rice cooker, a crock pot, a toaster oven, and a microwave. So I learned how to make do with what I had. I should get moving. So I learned to make do with what I had. And one of the ways that I found is that I really liked... Excuse me. Nice. Gotcha. Alright, so that's all his stuff. Right, where's the other guy's stuff? It's all the way over there. What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. Alright, it's fine. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. That's fine. I know I was talking about something, but I lost my train of thought in that firefight. But yeah, you learn how to deal with things and you adjust. Some of you may know, some of you don't know. Oh, I was talking about my video that I made with eggs and about comments and things like that, and how to deal with the negativity. That video, as a general rule, I think it had, like, at the time of recording this live stream, I think it had over 50,000 likes or something like that. I don't know exact number, but I think it was over 50,000. Or 50,000 views, it's not likes, sorry. Which I don't know, I have no idea how it got so many likes. Or views, sorry. Words. I have no idea how it got so many. I'm extremely flattered, and I'm very, very happy that it did. And it was a real big motivator for me to keep making videos. And I probably will go and make some more videos about cooking and things like that. But I think it was partially because it was something that I don't think a lot of people thought about, you know, doing. Because it's not something that you immediately think, oh, eggs, I'm going to cook them in a toaster oven. It's not something that, you know, it's not a common thing. And at the time, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about what I like to eat. I was big into breakfast sandwiches. I've always loved sausage biscuit with egg, and it's kind of my my favorite thing at McDonald's. So I was trying to figure out how to make them myself. So, and all I really had was a toaster oven and a rice cooker. Well, toaster oven, rice cooker, crock pot, and microwave. And you can't I mean, you can if you have the right thing, but as a general rule, you can't cook eggs in a microwave. It's not a very tasty way. And I know there's a lot of, like, ooh, hello. Somebody shoot at me? Let me just... Alright. But, you know, it's not the first thing that you think of when you think of, you know, cooking food and eggs. You certainly don't think about cooking them in a toaster oven. And the way I was doing it, and the way I did it in the video, and showed how I used to do it, is I would line the pan with aluminum foil and, like, spray it with some, like, cooking spray. And I would scramble up some eggs in, like, a little container. Hello. And then I would cook them in the toaster oven. Oh, you bastard, you jumped. He has no idea where I am. Ah, 225. But anyway, what I was doing was is I was cooking it in the toaster oven in this like a decent sized sheet, and then what I would do is I would cut it into squares and put it on some toast with some uh, either cheese or bacon or whatever. I would add to the sandwich, and I would have these breakfast sandwiches. Granted, I was eating too many of them at the time. I think I was making like 4 sandwiches, and there was like 6 eggs in the thing. So that's a time trial. Ah! I knew there was someone there. I should have just stayed in the back and fired a rocket at it. Oh well. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Mountain Dew. So anyway. For some reason, this video got a ton of traction. And it keeps getting views, and I keep getting comments on this video. Even today. Well, the last comment was like, I think about a week or so ago. But either way, it's fascinating that's what, of all the videos that I've made, and I've told stories on YouTube, and I've played video games, and tried to do all sorts of different stuff. I did some vlogging style videos a couple of times, just trying to see, what grabs a hold. So it's kind of interesting that the thing that's getting the most traction was, me cooking. I mean, even my other video where I cooked meatloaf in the toaster oven, that one got some pretty decent traction too. I think those are my 2 most popular videos. Dance at green steel bridge, yellow steel bridge. Shotguns. Oh, excuse me. Green steel bridge. So yeah, those are the videos that got traction. The videos where I was cooking something. So I was like, is this what's gonna get me into the thing? Am I gonna become the next row? Freaking. Is this what's gonna bring me the YouTube fame or the YouTube bucks or whatever it is? I was actually a little bit disappointed at first. I mean, you never know what's going to get you traction on YouTube. You never know. I thought it was going to be, telling stories. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Telling stories and playing video games. That's what I wanted to be on YouTube with. I understand that you don't get to pick what ends up becoming popular on your channel. You just kind of have to go with the flow. And I get that. And I do. Granted, I've been playing Fortnite now for, 2 weeks now? About. And I figure I'll just keep playing and see how much traction I get. Who knows? I don't. Maybe this will become popular. Maybe people will want to watch me. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But this is... Come on. If this is what becomes popular, that's cool. I started playing Fortnite just because I wanted to check it out, because there was so many people who were, doing it. And then Ninja was on the Masked Singer, and that's what kind of clinched it for me. I was like, if this guy is gonna, he plays Fortnite on YouTube all the time, and then he's gonna get popular and stuff like that. And I was like, well, okay. I guess the only difference between me and a lot of the other Fortnite streamers is I'm old. Hello. I mean, obviously, I'm not, ancient or anything like that, but for a YouTuber and a streamer who plays video games, 36 is pretty old. I mean, I'm older than Markiplier. So, I think. Hello. So, yeah, there's a lot of... But the thing is that I've been playing games for a long time. I love playing games. I actually have an interesting story about how I... See, for video games, for me, was a way to bond. It was always a way to bond. When I was younger, to my mother's chagrin or unhappiness, when my mom was still married to my dad. One of my earliest memories is getting up early, because my dad was a disc jockey for a radio station, and he would get up really early and leave before we woke up. But I always thought it was kind of cool because he bought... Sorry, I'm getting off track. He bought us a Nintendo, the original Nintendo. Let's not get it twisted. With Mario Brothers. I don't think it was Mario Brothers with Duck on. It was just Mario Brothers. Hello. And it was always so cool because there were times I have distinct memories of waking up early before anybody else did and sitting with my dad playing video games. And it was always fun. We'd play different games. Remember, we had Mario Brothers. I think we had Super Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 3. Playing all these different games. We had... What else did we have? That's not the point. Anyway, it was a way that I bonded with my dad. Eventually, my mom and dad got divorced. Ooh. Hit me straight in the dome. That's okay. I got my time trial. That's the important part. So I did green. I need yellow. And what color? And the red. Okay, yellow and red. So let's go through that now. So, yeah, it was always a way to bond. Me and my dad played video games. Me and my brother played video games. We used to play all the time. Nintendo. Eventually, Mom took away the Nintendo. And then we only got to play video games when we went to my dad's house after my mom and dad got divorced. And we would go over to Dad's house, or apartment, or whatever it was at the time. I don't remember all that well. But he had a Sega Genesis, which was amazing. And then he had Mortal Kombat, and Sonic and Knuckles. Which that was always fun, playing Sonic 2 with Knuckles, and you connected them together, and you got to play as Knuckles. And it was always cool because me and my brother we would switch off. Like I would play, and then when I would die, my brother would play. Gun, zip lines, yellow and red steel bridges. There it is. It's the green. Yep, that's the other one. I'm probably going to die right away in this match. I think there's like a dozen people going for this. I need to use zip lines. Well, there's a zip line over there. So I could go over here and do this and then go do the zip line. And then I got older. Video games kind of became a part of my past. It wasn't really something that I did a whole lot as I got older. Well, no, that's not true either. Because I remember having a Game Boy. And then I had a, what was that one? The Game Gear for Sega. Sega had the Game Gear, and I had a Game Gear when I was a kid. With a handful of games, not very many. What else? Then as I got older, and I was in DCFS for a while, so I ended up. Back then, when you were in DCFS around Christmas time, you could ask for pretty much anything and get it. So I asked for a Game Boy Color with Pokemon. So anyway, in the group homes, there was rules about video games. Like you couldn't play video games unless you had a certain level of privileges, which was their way of kind of keeping control of the residents. Because those of you who don't know, who have never been in group homes before, especially once you're older, I was 14, 15 when I went into my first group home. And it was not a fun place. Anyway, the way that they run things is they don't want you to do anything. They don't want to teach you anything. Their whole point is to get you to sit down and shut up. That's kind of the way that that's how they maintain control. And I know it sounds lame, but you got to keep in mind that from their perspective, all you are as a resident of a group home Lord. As a resident of a group home is you are a paycheck. Wait, they. So, oh, I gotta go this way. I am not doing good. I'm doing as good as I can, I guess. How far away am I? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, I don't think. I'll die soon. What was I saying? Yeah, they didn't want you to do anything but sit down and shut up. So, like, one of the big downfalls that ended up happening to me is I didn't get out of the group home until I was 19, and then I got put into independent living. And even then, even when I was in independent living, I didn't know how to. I never learned how to drive. Never learned. There was no classes teaching me how to drive. They didn't want me to learn how to drive. They literally made it so that it's just not something that you could do in group homes. So when I got out and into the independent living programs, I had an apartment out in Oak Forest, trying to learn how to survive, but they had never taught me how to balance a checkbook. They had never taught me anything about checks or how to do anything, because back then, this is at the very beginning of debit cards, and back then they were just ATM cards. There was it wasn't like a thing that you could use in very many places. Like, you could use it in like the big box stores, but that was about it. But for the most part, you wrote checks to get stuff done. You paid your bills with checks, and stuff like that. So it's just the way the world was back then. This was, I want to say 2002, 2003. So anyway, I didn't know how to make a budget or manage my money. So when I turned 21, they dropped me. I think they helped me out until I was about 22. But even then, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to manage my money or anything like that. I was a young, dumb, stupid kid. I didn't know what I was doing. So, anyway. But yeah, I started playing video games to alleviate my boredom again. In that particular instance, anyway. I played, it's when I was starting to really get into Final Fantasy. Because it was a game that I could pick up and I wouldn't, beat it in, 5 minutes. Because that was a big thing, is that I didn't have a whole lot of money. So what little bit money I did have, I wanted to make it last as long as possible. I'm gonna make it. Just barely, though. Hello. I hear you. I hear you creeping in front of me. I'm gonna shoot you if you don't shoot me first. Please. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Ah, I'll take it. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Whoa. Getting shot at by two directions. That's okay. Zip line. That one. It's the yellow. I need the red steel bridge now. So, anyway, as I was going through some stuff. Oh, wait. Okay. So anyway, hello. Hush. She's cool. Cool. Alright, so what was I talking about? I was talking about video games. My brother, as time went on, I was playing tons of different video games on PS2. GameStop was a big thing at the time. No, not GameStop. What was it called? Hollywood Video. Game Crazy. That's what it was. Hollywood Video had... there was a Hollywood Video near where I lived. And attached to it as part of Hollywood Video was this little, like, video game... GameStop wannabe place that was part of Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video would rent out video games, and then when the video games weren't making any money for them or whatever, they would give them to Game Crazy to sell used. So I was playing a bunch of different types of video games for PS2. I think my favorites were along the lines of Final Fantasy, obviously, Xenosaga, Dragon Quest VIII, a bunch of different types of games. Anyway, eventually, when my brother came back from the military, which is what I was trying to get to. Where is the red? when he came back from the military, he was telling me about this game that he had been playing called World of Warcraft. And he was... There it is. He was all, ranting and raving about it, about how he was playing it with his friends or whatever. And me and my brother were always really, really close. And also, he was playing while he was deployed overseas in Iraq, Iran, or wherever. But he was playing. Or when he was in Germany, I think. Either way. Anyway, he was playing. So I was like, well, if he's playing over there, then I'll play over here. And another buddy of mine who knew about the game and stuff like that, he let me log into his account if I paid for the subscription fee. Okay. Nothing else, but okay. So I paid for, a game card. And I started playing. Nope. And I wasn't very good at first. I started off playing a warrior. Wasn't very good. My brother was a night elf druid. And he was always, he was max level. So I was just trying to play catch up. I didn't actually get anywhere near max level until after Burning Crusade was about halfway through. So okay, just knock that out. Whatever. Anyway, I did some raiding in Burning Crusade, not very much, but by the time I was playing full-time hardcore into it, my brother had stopped playing. I joined the guild that my brother was in. I was on a PvP server called Dark Iron. Those of you who play WoW know what I'm talking about. But I wasn't very good. It's the only thing I was good at. Like, I stunk at PvP. I couldn't do it to save my life. My brother and I raided a couple of times, and I found that what I was good at was strategizing. It's always been my thing. Is I could watch a fight once or twice and figure out how to beat it. And I always knew where I was supposed to be. Sometimes it took me a while to actually implement it, but I always knew what I was doing. Or knew what I needed to do anyway. So I ended up getting in with a pretty decent group of friends, and it was good connections, good friends. And the part that was so crazy is that the entire time I was playing at the time, this was still early on in my WoW, or World of Warcraft career, I guess you could say. I eventually got my own account and bought my own games. But I was still, for a long time, I was still playing at these like internet cafes. I had to take a train. Remember, I was living in Oak Forest in Illinois, and I was living across the street from a train station. And that train went to this area where there was a little train station. So the train station's connected. That was what I'm trying to get to. Words. It was the same line from my apartment to the place where I was going. So I went like once a week, and I'd spend most of the day there. This was also during the period of time when I started to play Warhammer, and I was starting to get into that too. But I was more into the Warhammer at the time because going on the train cost money, and playing World of Warcraft cost money, and I did not have a lot of it. So my big problem was was trying to get the money together to play whatever game I wanted to play. So eventually I did get, like I said, I got my own account. I started playing more regularly. And then probably my biggest boon was that I found out that if I played, I could trade in-game gold to a friend, and he would buy me a month of WoW, or buy me a card for WoW, which was 2 months, I think at the time. It was like $30 for 2 months. But I would give them like 10,000 gold, and they would buy me a game card. So I would work hard all month because I was receiving SSI, which means I had no extra money. I paid bills and I was about oof, so close. Oh, I got that one done. Muting the mic for a sec. Alright, I'm better. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I was playing WoW. I love playing WoW. It was a lot of fun. I played all the way through Wrath of the Lich King. I played through Cataclysm for the most part. I think I stopped midway through Cataclysm, and then I came back at the end of Cataclysm. Played all of Mists of Pandaria except for the very end. Warlords of Draenor, I played sporadically. And then Legion, I came back pretty hard. What are we doing? That's a zip line. Legion I played quite a bit. And then Battle for Azeroth I played at the beginning. And I still play on and off. It's just... The biggest problem I've been running into lately is that I've been working too damn much. There used to be 2 desk clerks. And now there's only 1, and that one is me. So... with me being the only desk clerk, I'm working different hours than I'm used to. So where is the circle? I don't know. hurt. Yeah. Yep, I died. Knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. The key is to complete the missions, not to win. Yeah, I've met a in my I think I've played World of Warcraft on and off for 8-9 years. More than that. More than that. Over 10 years I've been playing. On and off. Anyway. I love World of Warcraft. I love it. You also have to remember, I mean, I've been playing Warcraft games, Blizzard games for a lot longer than that. The first game I ever played was Warcraft 2. Eventually I did play Warcraft 1. Just to check it out. I've gotten a disc from one of my uncles back in the day. But yeah, back when you had to launch the game from DOS, Windows 3.1. Yeesh. What do I need? 5 meters, chests. Let's go to Slurpy Swamp. A lot of good memories. A lot of good memories playing World of Warcraft. But, you know, as it always goes, people get older, times change, games change. World of Warcraft you play nowadays is not the same World of Warcraft that I started playing when I was in my early 20s. It's not the same game, as much as I wish it was. Getting all nostalgic in my old age. That's okay. Whoa. Boy. Alright, banana boy. Dang it. Oh well. Better. Should be better. Okay. All right. My big problem is I'm not good at close-up. I have a feeling those kills within 5 meters are going to take a while. Might have to go play in squads. Which is fine. I have no problem playing squads. Three. That's 4. Oh no. Yo, there we go. There's another one. We'll find a place to hide real quick while I do my... Hello, sniper rifle. Say hello. So I need to do shotguns, 5 meters. Of course, I don't have any shotguns right now. So wait, isn't that always the way it goes? When you actually need a specific type of weapon, you don't ever get it? Oh, I know you're somewhere. I heard you. I heard you. Where are you hiding? Gotcha. I'm an evil person. There truly is nothing more satisfying than hitting a decent shot. Someone's getting in a sniper fight. Oh, gotta hit those shots, man. I need a new mouse. And I'm not saying that because whenever I go down scope, sometimes it pops me out of scope when I don't want it to. That's why I'm saying I need a new mouse. This isn't me trying to be, you know, oh, I'm only sucking because my gear. No, I'm not trying to say that. I suck. I know I suck. It has nothing to do with my gear. It has to do with the fact that I suck. But having myself constantly pop out of scope when I'm trying to focus on a snipe, that's not cool. Of course. Ah! Jeez. get my AUG. Son of a biscuit. Goodness. Let's go to retail row. Damage to opponents while in water, shotgun eliminations, and within 5 meters. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's see what we get. Start with Blue House. Cool, we're in the first circle. Don't go nowhere. Nice. That should be a shotgun too, right? Yep, shotgun done. That works. Alright, so let's go over there and get that. I think I've killed everybody in Retail Row. They're what, 4 kills? Where is that? First, let's do the shield potion. Yeah, I got both of those done. Cool. Now I just need to do damage while people are in water. There's a lot of water over here. Maybe I can get some of those things over here. I need to do fishing stuff from Lazy Lake. Jeez. Okay. Oh. Close. Yep. Okay. We're gonna do this last challenge, finding the XP drop, which, according to various websites, says that it should be by Kevin the Cube. So we'll go there and find it. And then I think that's the last challenge I'm going to do tonight. I still have damaged people in the water, and I think that's it. But we did most of them tonight. It's not bad for an hour and a half. Biggest thing is I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I can't be up all night. But even though I'm working tomorrow, I will try to stream tomorrow night when I get back from work. And then Sunday, I do plan on doing some streaming on Sunday as well. So, we'll have some fun doing that. I'm thinking I may try to stream something different than Fortnite. But I guess we'll find out. If you guys have any suggestions, write in the comments below. So, yeah, if anybody has any suggestions of some other games that I should I play some World of Warcraft? Maybe do some other type stuff. Apex Legends, maybe, or one of the Assassin's Creed games. Just give me some ideas of some stuff that you want to see me play. I'm open to whatever. I have a little bit of money tucked aside, so if there's a game you really want me to check out, and I don't have it in my library, I will pick it up if it's within reasonable price range. Obviously, if it's like a brand new game and the price is outrageous, I can't do it right now. I do want to play some Borderlands 3 at some point. I do not have that in my library yet. It's something that I'm planning on getting. I have mixed feelings about trying to get it while it's still in the Epic Store. I'd much rather wait for it to go onto Steam, as I do have Borderlands 1 and 2 and the pre-sequel all on Steam. I bought the Handsome Jack collection on Steam a while ago. Got a huge discount on it, considering I already had most of the stuff in the collection. So let's see, where is this thing? There it is. Well, at least I got that. So I got it. Turn to lobby. If we do play another game on one of these other things, yay, battle class. Alright. Ooh, hello. A friend of mine is online. Too tired. Anyway. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for me tonight. Again, my name is Deamon Bane. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. I try to stream every day when I can. At the very least, I stream at least once a week on Sundays. Sunday evenings. So I've been playing Fortnite lately, but like I said, if there's something else you'd like me to play, feel free to write in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see me play. Until next time, have a great night, Baniacs, and I'll talk to you guys later.